Big news this month. The Fed just made its first rate cut of 2025. Mortgage rates have softened to the lowest levels we've seen all year. And in this update, I'll walk you through what's happening nationally with the rates, how that's impacting our local housing market, and what those that are thinking about buying or selling a home need to know as we head toward the end of the year. The Federal Reserve cut rates in September by 0.25%, bringing the benchmark rate down to a range of 4 to 4.25%. They call this a risk management cut because while inflation is still elevated, especially with the tariffs pushing up prices, the bigger concern right now is starting to become the labor market. Looking ahead, the Fed's projections show we could potentially see 2 more cuts before the end of 2025, but they have made it clear that this will be a data-driven process. Okay, so now let's talk about treasury yields and mortgage rates. The 10-year treasury yield, which mortgage rates closely follow, tells a story here. It peaked at 4.77% back in January. Then it bounced around in the 4.3 to 4.6 range for most of the year, and then it started trending down at the end of August, and today it sits at about 4.1%. That has translated directly into softer mortgage rates. The average 30-year fixed mortgage rate is now 6.26%, which is down from the 6.89% peak that we saw in late May to the lowest levels that we've seen all year. For those thinking about buying a home, right now you have a window of opportunity. Rates are lower than they have been all year. Inventory is still high and competition is still softer than what we typically see in January. So if you've been waiting, this is your chance to get in before things heat up. And for those thinking about selling a home, the market is still moving, but buyers have more choices now than they did a year ago. That means pricing, presentation, and strategy are more important than ever.